Well, good morning again, everyone. It is Rocky with Landscape Media. And I was going to dress up today, and I kind of did. I'm supposed to be dressed up as a hiker, but hiking, it's not all that interesting typically in terms of what you dress. But I refer to it as an adventurer typically. And if anyone has had a one-to-one with me, you will know that I am an avid outdoors person. I love to hike. It kind of runs in my blood. So this is the Appalachian Trail. Anyone heard of the Appalachian Trail before? Yeah, I hope so. It's 2,000 miles long. It goes from Georgia to Maine. And this is a photo from 1977. My grandmother and my grandfather. My grandmother hiked the entire thing pregnant with my mom. So this is at the northern terminus when they finished the long journey. My family all loves to hike as well. This is a little clip. This is a little while ago, so I look a little bit older now. But I'm one of 5. I've got great parents and a really hysterical little brother. You'll see him in the front there. We call him Old Man Noah. But I wanted to start here because there was one hike in particular on the northwestern, eastern edge of Dutchess County, Brace Mountain. It's the highest point in Dutchess County. And we did a family hike probably a little bit when I was just a little bit younger than this. And my dad and I decided to deviate off course a little bit and go up to a separate little hill off to the side, and we get to the top, and that's the view we saw. Just a gorgeous place. It's right here in Dutchess County. And I remember standing there, my dad was right there, and he said to me something that I will never forget. As we were looking at these 3 different hills, he told me, you can climb whichever one you want in life. You can climb the smallest of the mountains, or the hills rather. You could climb the middle one, or you could climb one of those Catskill mountains way out there in the distance. And it's up to you to decide which one you want to climb. And I remember, that day just really deciding that tallest one was the one I wanted to climb. And taking action towards that, almost exactly 2 years ago, to just on Tuesday, I started a business called Landscape Media. And Landscape Media is a video production company. It has been a wild journey these past 2 years. I've had the great opportunity of serving over 75 different organizations with video storytelling, connected with hundreds of business leaders, professionals, and entrepreneurs. Thanks to you guys in this room who are the best of the best in that regard. And developed 3 key solutions for small and some larger businesses. It's been a journey to determine what the market really needs. And those solutions, the first one you know well, probably by now, is the Lens Card. Second one is ongoing content creation for organizations. And thirdly, it's custom video productions. And these all have stories behind them, and they all deserve to be presented. But today I want to focus especially on the ongoing content, because this is something I've been talking about a little bit in this group. And I want to talk about mainly who it's for and why it's important, and then if we have a little bit of time, what it entails and what's kind of involved with this type of production. So let's start with who is this for. I think there's different kinds of businesses, and I think it kind of ties into this hill analogy, so to speak. Right? There's the kind of entrepreneur, there's the kind of organization that wants to own their job. They get into business because they're interested in, they don't really want to build a team per se. They don't want to really have a business that lives outside of themselves, but they do want to have a business nonetheless. Secondly, there's the type of person who's interested in a real business. So they want to build a team. They want it to operate independently of who they are, but maybe they aren't as driven towards this third objective, which is someone wants to be the best. And there's no wrong aspiration from a business owner's point of view in this regard. But this package here that we have built is for that company that wants to be the best. They want to dominate the market. And I would say that there are some exceptions to this that I'll get into a little bit later. But they want to be the best. And for them, the summit isn't just about income, and it's not just about the product that they're offering, but it's really about the relationships that they're building surrounding their business. When they look at the outcome, when they look at their vision, it's not only what they make, but it's also who they serve, right? And I think that's the giver's gain mentality that we all share in this room. And it's also about the experience. It's about providing not just a great product, but a great customer experience. We've all walked into those rooms where we get the wow experience. Talked about this before. I think for guests who are here today, for visitors, sometimes you walk into this room and it's like, here's 30 people at 7 a.m. who are all passionate, excited about what they do, and energetic and excited to be there. To me, that is a wow experience. So a business might have an exceptional customer service. They might have a great end product. Oh, it might be just an extraordinarily well-run business. Could be an elaborate office building, or it could just be the kindness and values of the team. But these things are what create a wow experience. And for those of you who are in this room, most of you have probably had customers who were wowed by the experience you gave them, because all of these things result in a powerful, moving culture. Now let's talk about the online experience. Most companies have a website or a social media presence of some kind, and this is one of the most important things about their business. Or let me just say it's essential to have something like this. And usually there's a lot of words, a few decent photos of products and employees, a website error or two, almost always, some generic content on social media, and reviews that are hopefully real. And this also results in a culture. But the culture doesn't match the culture of your business. And if these two things don't match, if the experience of doing business with you or actually meeting you doesn't match with the experience that someone's getting online, you are automatically losing business. So how can we bring that wow experience to people's devices? It is by the power of storytelling. Because storytelling gives a wow experience. Storytelling engages an audience. A perfect example of this is kind of how I opened this by talking about the three mountains, right? Like you can almost picture yourself there on top of that mountain. It invites you into the story more than just saying information to you does. It also sticks in your memory more. Most likely after this presentation, the three hills is something that you'll remember more than a lot of other things. It gives more understanding. It helps you articulate ideas. And finally, it builds relationships. It curates that connection. A fact wrap in a story is 22 times more memorable than the mere pronouncement of that fact. Story is powerful. When it comes to business, there we go. What are the stories that surround our business? I love this quote. Kendra Hall, I got to hear her speak. It's not the magnitude of the story that matters, but your decision to tell it. There are so many stories that surround the business. I'm not going to go through these all, but team members, core values, products, the way you give back. Every business has these stories surrounding it. And all these individual stories speak to an overarching story. Now the question is, how do you tell the story? And this is where video production comes into play. Because video enables people to engage more of their senses. It gives more of a lifelike experience, which enables a deeper relationship to form. There's more room for creativity, and it is the future. It's the way that the internet and the online world are heading. I have some statistics there that I will skip for now. So here's the plan. Jose, how much time do I have left?
You got 3 minutes.
3 minutes. All right. So I'm going to move through this rather quickly, but this is how we do this ongoing content creation for these companies. So typically, a little thing for DS right there, done some work for them. We want to tell a story every week. This could be typically a creative, high-quality video that engages prospects with your brand, 30 to 90 seconds, horizontal or vertical for your best social media platform, and it's about the stories, those stories that surround your organization. Here's 4 video examples. Steve, you're on there. It's muted. But these are just to show a few different styles of videos that possible. I'm not going to go through those right now, but a huge question is why is consistency so important? And it's because it enables you to start to curate and grow an audience. Creating weekly videos enables you to do that. So when I'm working with a client, first thing I do is create this booklet, which Visionscape is in here, if you remember from last presentation I gave, and some other things that help us get on the same page about their overarching objectives and brand strategy. And then every month, this is really where the rubber hits the road, we will have kind of these 4 steps. We'll have a meeting, we'll do some scripting, we'll do shooting. Usually it's 1 shoot per month. And then from that, we edit together the deliverables, which is the most important thing because we want to be able to deliver videos, sometimes reels, photos, and raw media. And to me, as I'm building this business, this is what I'm prioritizing the most because it's really important to be able to post no matter what. There's other options, right? It's not always every week. There's bi-monthly, quarterly. We kind of work with their budget because at the end of the day, all businesses are on this journey, right? And if they're on the journey to the tallest mountain, you have to start somewhere. But the reality is, and the reason why storytelling is so important, is that summit is not just about the what, it's about the who, right? It's the people that you surround yourself with. It's the individuals that you connect with, your customers, that enable you to get there. And this is probably the most important thing, that whoever tells the story the best will win the masses. Because story is what engages people. Story is what connects people. And so my ask kind of to close today is that you would join the story. Join the story by telling your story. So whether that be meeting to do a one-to-one, I would love to hear more about your journey. Not even necessarily from doing business together standpoint, but storytelling is something that you should master anywhere you are in anything you're doing. It could be through a referral towards a company that wants to climb that tallest mountain. Could be through your feedback. I really, as a 21-year-old getting into the business world, I really appreciate anyone who has a good, hard feedback for me. And finally, telling the stories that surround your business. Because by doing these things, you can reach that summit. Thank you.